Yo, so guys, it's Reggie,
It's Michael,
and together we are us two.
So guys, we are here today for another video. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about how to start a YouTube page. Me and Reggie get this question quite a lot from not only friends, family members, people in general, or just what you need. So we're just gonna go through just a few things you need to start a channel. Hopefully this is going to be very helpful.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
Me and Reggie been doing YouTube for like what, 3 years now?
Yeah, 3 years.
I would say 2, but 3 years, really and truly, because we took a year out. But
I mean, I've been on the scene.
Oh yeah, he has, innit?
Been on the scene, innit? So
yeah.
We'll go 3 years. We'll go 3 years.
So yeah, we're just gonna give you some tips and just kind of like give you guys our experience through this YouTube journey that we're on anyway. So the first one will be, you need to know why you're actually doing YouTube. Like, what's your purpose? It could be you want to vlog your life and travel. Because you travel a lot. You might be good at a certain sport, so you might want to show people your skills and stuff.
Painting, like anything that you like to do in it, because you can do anything, but if it's not something you want to do and it's not the audience you're after, then it's not going to last for long. So
trust. And if you're only just like doing it because you see people making money from it, then you're not really doing it, if that makes sense. If you ain't got a passion for it, there's no point, I say. So yeah, find out really and truly why you're actually doing it, like what's your purpose
and what audience you want to reach.
So the second one is your YouTube equipment. This is very important. I emphasize very because this is what makes or breaks your videos.
I'm gonna say the most important one is audio.
Okay, that is very important.
For me, it's audio. Like you can have a good camera. It doesn't have to be the best, and people can sympathize with that. But as long as you got that audio, because people, even me in particular, if the audio is not banging, I don't care if it's a good video or not.
On to the next.
I'm out. So I'll say make sure you have good audio.
Some people might not have the funds to get, let's say, a camera, so you can use your phone, for example. You can even edit off your phone as well. So obviously if that's going to be costing you too much, then obviously think about using your phone more. Even a phone audio is not too bad as well, but just make sure it's not covered by your hand or any like obstructing objects that are in the way of it. So yeah, so a laptop, Windows, Mac, whatever you got to use, those are cool as well.
I'll say another thing is make sure you're looking into the lens, like, because some people are just looking at themselves, if that makes sense. So you could have a screen, like we got a screen there. If I'm just talking to you like this, you can see that I'm not looking at you. I'm literally looking at myself. And for me and a lot of other people, they don't like when someone's not looking at them, if that makes sense, which sounds very weird because we're literally just looking at a camera.
For real, because even though we still do it to this day, like I've probably even done it in a couple times in the video, like the lens is right there and the screen's there in it, so you can kind of see the difference it makes in it.
You get, I mean, I say you can get used to it. Every time I look there is to make sure the red dot is on.
Trust
and if I'm actually inside like of the actual camera.
And you don't want to be recording after like 10 minutes and notice that you're not even recording anyways, because that's just like wow.
Yeah, so usually with a smartphone, you can literally record yourself. You can download the editing software and then edit on there. So you don't need expensive equipment. Like when you can afford it, you can get that, but you don't really need it for this time. As long as you got a phone, you're pretty much good to go.
You're accessible to anything when you've got a phone. So use that tool to the best of your abilities, I say. Lighting.
Yes.
Some form of light, or just make sure you're in a well lit area, because if you're not, then how can we see you?
It's literally common sense with this one. Like, well, we hope it's common sense. You definitely need good lighting, because you can have good video, good audio, but like sometimes, like even yourself, you're like, when you're trying to take a selfie, like, the light is not great. Like, you're trying to get the best lighting so people can actually see you. And
I mean, we are here to see you, so make sure we can see you live.
Exactly that.
In HD, all of that good stuff.
Get a ring light, because some ring lights are quite cheap, to be fair, for what they can actually provide. So, or
if you can't afford a ring light, film earlier in the day. Make sure you're by a window, use the sunlight to your advantage, and just film like that, I'd say as well. But yeah, make sure the lighting very good so people can see you. So the next one is a tripod or some sort of stand, so your camera or phone is stationary so people can see you.
I'll say it's advisable to get those, because you can actually bring it with you anywhere, and it's just put, like, if you can put on like a table or something just to have your camera there, but for the best quality, you can use a tripod, which is something that's very useful.
Yeah, very useful. It is affordable, so don't get twisted. It's not mad expensive. If anything, I mean, use a table, stack a couple books on top of it, and just lean it on something. That should keep it steady, I guess. So yeah, do stuff like improvise it as well, man. Like improvise your own setup. Like make sure your setup is suitable for you and what you're filming.
So another one is software. I mean, we've mentioned iMovie, and iMovie can only take you so far. But if you're trying to really improve and you're really trying to go all out for this YouTube channel, then I suggest Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro is the best one. So I'll suggest that rather than Final Cut. But if you're someone that's just wants to keep it simple, then Final Cut is the best thing for you because it's very basic and it's easier to get to. So you're trying to improve your quality on videos, sound effects, whatnot, then get those two softwares. Like make sure you have a good software.
Yeah, I mean,
for editing.
iMovie and Final Cut are similar, very similar. That's an Apple kind of made software app, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, they're very similar. So trying to learn both of them is basically learning the same thing. It's just a little bit. Final Cut is presented a bit better. Adobe Premiere is just used more on a like professional level. So yeah, it's a different kind of format because it's Windows. So
and obviously the difference between those two is that Final Cut is a one-time payment and then Premiere Pro is subscription. So if you feel like you're not really trying to pay every month, then you might as well get Final Cut once you have the money and stuff like that. Just pay it off one time
and you know you've got it.
It's there
for life.
Good.
Yeah, and even with Adobe, they got other stuff as well, like Photoshop and Illustrator that you can use to make thumbnails as well, because that's handy.
And that's why they recommend Premiere Pro better, because you've got so many things, After Effects, Photoshop.
So you can get the Adobe Cloud in it, so they've got literally everything you need. Also, software does depend on what laptop you use. So if you use an Apple Mac, then you're only gonna get, actually no, you're gonna get both. Sorry,
you can download Premiere Pro and stuff like that.
But on Windows and stuff, HP, you can't get Final Cut and iMovie. So
Final Cut is really meant for Apple. Premiere Pro is meant for PC, Windows and all of that.
So the next one is gonna be scenery. So it's like location where you're filming your video.
So I'll say make sure you have a good background. Try make your background less disturbing, because people are here to see you. If I've got like a cat walking behind me, people are gonna be like, oh, look at the cute cat, and next thing you know, they're not even talking about you. They're like, well, why are we not talking about the cat? Like, you know what I mean? So try and make your background nice but as simple as possible so they can focus on you.
I mean, because that's what they came to see, not the shelf that's hanging off the wall in the background, or the poster that's kind of hanging that's not posted properly on the wall. So yeah, just make sure your scenery is nice. I mean, something just basic, even if it's just like a plain background. Like we just got curtains and we're just on our surface chilling, so it's just consistent. As long as it's plain, consistent, and it looks nice, then by all means. And also, this kind of changes depending on what kind of video you're filming as well. So you could be outside, so there's so many factors about outside videos. So lighting, how many people are in the video, how wide the camera angle is, and there's so many factors that go into this making a YouTube video in itself. So, and these are just the little things you take into consideration, but you kind of just get used to it. You just get like, it's just becomes second nature at the end of the day, innit? So
every now and then try to change up the scenery. You know, it's nice to do that.
So this wow. wow, it happens. Oh my gosh. Okay, alright, so this one is very important, and it's only one word for this one as well: consistency.
This is the word that either makes or breaks your channel. Literally,
like we actually mean it. So you need to organize your schedule and how you work things. So even if you're gonna post one video a week, make sure you're consistently bringing out videos for that one day a week. So it could be you're dropping videos every Friday. So make sure you're bringing out videos every Friday, let's say 6 p.m. So make sure you're constantly hitting that target. As soon as you increase it, then you'll make sure you're constantly adapting to those changes in those days. Because it's literally what makes or breaks. Because people in the world we live in, people forget about you.
And the reason why consistency is so good is that people will know when you're gonna drop something. They're like, oh, it's Sunday, I know this guy's gonna drop this video. I'm telling you, once they always see your video on a page, eventually they're gonna be like, you know what, let me just look at this guy. So consistency is definitely something that is recommended when you're starting up on your YouTube. You ain't got an audience, so you need to get an audience, so you need to be consistent about it. So
and that will show that your audience, that you're actually serious about the content that you're actually producing, and they're actually really trying to help other people as well. Consistency is key. It's very much key, because you don't want it to be where you get someone message you saying, oh, when is the next video, and you're like, oh, it's coming, it's this, it's that, and it's not really coming, is it? So yeah, stay consistent, people.
Lastly, you have to promote yourself.
Because if you don't promote yourself, who else is going to promote yourself?
Exactly.
That's how you gotta see it, really and truly.
Once you get a video out, you have to tell people a video is out. You can't just expect everything to just pop off. Tell people a video is out, see if they can share it for you, and then that's how you get your stuff out there. So always promote yourself.
You gotta see it as this as well. You gotta see it as that you might know 5 people. So say you tell those 5 people know 5 people. So they're gonna tell their 5 people, and then times that by that. But that's how you gotta see as promoting your video works, innit? So if you have a mindset like that, then promoting will be a lot easier and smoother for you. Hope that was very, very helpful.
We will leave all the equipment that we use in the description link, in the link down below. That's the description link.
Wow, you're having a moment. Yeah. With you.
Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Make sure you guys also check out the podcast as well.
And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Bless.